Hi there, welcome to BoxPred. There's a big fight happening this weekend. Um, like the Bernard Hopkins Chad Dawson fight, this is also for the light heavyweight world title. It's an all British fight between the champion Nathan Cleverly and his challenger Tony Bellew. This should be a really exciting fight. Both of these guys can hit and both of these guys can get hit. I'll just start off by giving my prediction is that Nathan Cleverly wins this fight. I'm undecided as whether to go for the stoppage or the decision victory. Maybe I'll leave that for a bit and I'll just carry on talking about it and I might come to a decision. Yeah, so let's talk about the challenger Tony Bellew. He showed some good promise on the domestic fight scene. He is nicknamed the Bomber. He has shown some power to have some good power in the past, but he's also been down a couple of times in the past. He gets caught, and that's something he's had to work on. In his last fight, he faced off against Oval McKenzie, who he did beat before, but Oval McKenzie did put him down on a couple of occasions in the fight. Well, in this fight, you detected an air of caution from Tony Bellew. It seemed like he didn't want to get caught with the same weaknesses again, and he boxed himself to a convincing decision victory. Now, his opponent, the champion, Nathan Cleverly, I've expressed concerns over Nathan Cleverly because I think he doesn't box with a style that uses his physical attributes to his advantage. Now, he's a tall, rangy boxer, okay? He doesn't really use this. He's like Paul Williams, another boxer who does the same thing. Tall and rangy tall and rangy boxer will fight many opponents that he has an advantage over in those departments, but he still fights with a hunch, like hunched over. He doesn't use his full height, and he doesn't use his reach, his full reach either. You know, he doesn't really use a very effective jab compared to what he could use, and he throws too many wide looping punches for my liking, and he goes inside too much. He doesn't maintain distance. They're my concerns over Nathan Cleverly. I think if he goes to unify the title, then he's got some big problems because he's going to be up against fighters in that light heavyweight division, other champions and other top contenders who will exploit this, and they have the power to actually really hurt him. So I would urge Nathan Cleverly to work on using his physical attributes. Otherwise, you go down the same road as Paul Williams has gone down, and you end up losing fights. You know, and going on a bit of a downward spiral. Tony Bellew needs to. Maybe he's going to try and box this one. You know, Nathan Cleverly can be quite ferocious with his attack, and he throws some good, powerful punches. But then Bellew also has his own arsenal, and that's why I think this fight is going to be exciting, because both guys can tend to be pulled into a bit of a scrap and a bit of a slugging match, which is what we might see, you know, because both of these guys have there's a bit of hatred there. You see in the press conferences, there's a lot of heated arguments going on there, and these guys really want to get at each other. And I think that, you know, ideally Nathan Cleverly would box behind the jab, but it's not going to happen for me. I think it's just going to be like, you know, it's going to be a bit of an all-out war, and this could be a very good fight, you know. Potentially this could be a UK boxing classic, a great fight, because you've got two guys who can just go out all guns blazing against each other, and it's going to be basically the first guy to get you know, stopped by a punch. I just think that in the past Nathan Cleverly has shown, in my opinion, has shown a bit more durability when taking shots than Tony Bellew has. And yeah, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to go for a Nathan Cleverly stoppage, and I think it's going to come in the mid to late rounds. I just think that we're not going to see too much boxing, technically good boxing. We're going to just see two guys going at it, And I think in the end, Tony Bellew is going to get caught. It's going to be too much for him, and I think that Nathan Cleverley is going to actually stop him. Having said that, what makes it interesting is, does Nathan Cleverley finally meet his match? Does Tony Bellew catch him with, you know, the type of shot he can catch him with and put him down? It's an interesting fight. I only think that I think that, you know, in my opinion, Tony Bellew still needs a lot of work before he gets to world level. That's my opinion. I think that Nathan Cleverley really needs a lot of work to maintain world level. He sort of has got this title through different means. He will admit this himself. He hasn't got it through the proper means of beating a champion. He sort of got it the easy way, pretty much through, you know, not really through fault of his own. But I think he really wants to prove himself, and I think he's going to do it. He's going to, you know, win this fight against Bellew, and then he's going to look for bigger fights. I just think he really needs to work on his style moving forward. Otherwise, he's going to be met with some. He's going to, you know, get a pretty rude awakening. So yeah, that's my prediction on the fight. I'm going to leave it there. I think Nathan Cleverley wins this by stoppage, mid to late rounds. But I think that, you know, it's a dangerous fight for him, purely based on style, purely based on the fact that he doesn't use his advantages of height and reach. And I think this is the best chance that Bellew has to claim a title at that weight. Because if it was going against the other champions, you know, I think he'd have less chance. So that's my prediction. Please let me know what you guys think. You know, especially my UK viewers. Let me know what you guys think of this fight. I'll definitely be tuning in. Thanks for watching. As always, this is BoxPred, and I'm out.